Dear all, session of this topic is data processing. So what do you mean by data processing? Now once the data has collected, the researcher found himself in the possession of large quantities of information. The data processing means sorting, classifying, analyzing and interpreting was done with the help of computer or laptop. So when we talking about the data processing, the meaning of data is thing known or assumed, thing known or assumed, facts or figures from which conclusions are inferred. The meaning of data is thing known or assumed, means as a researcher what you have assumed, facts or figures from which conclusion are inferred. So processing has been described as a particular method of doing something. Generally it involves a number of steps of operation. It is a mode of classification and consolidation of the information which is collected that provides a blueprint and a framework for analysis. It also helps to detect omissions, if any, and deviation or any kind of abnormalities which may, as the research progress, play an important role. But more important, it helps in the systematic application of research techniques to interpret data. So data processing involves the arrangement of data and its categorization into specific groups and representing them into a tabulated form or tabulation form. It indicates the analytical techniques which could be applied and the statistical treatment needed. So data processing was extremely useful and necessary because the data obtained is useful in case of research. So data processing helps in making the process of classification and analysis more manageable. It was sophisticated and saved the time and effort as well. So when we talking about in research, processing has followed by collection of data. The data after collection has been processed just like a raw material. First they have to process. So the data after collection has been processed and analyzed in accordance with the time of developing the research plan. So when we talking about data processing and analysis of data involved a number of related operations with a view of drawing answers to the research question. Processing of data referred to consolidation, recasting or grouping of data so as to make the job of analysis was very easy. Technically speaking, processing implies editing, classification and tabulation of collected data so that they are available for an analysis. So when we talking about data processing and coding tabulation, so the survey or the data collected from the field should be processed and analyzed as indicated in your research plan. So data processing primarily involves editing, coding, classification and tabulation of data. So it becomes amenable for data analysis. So when we talking about the editing of data, so the editing of data is a process of examining the raw data. It is a process of examining the raw data to detect the errors, means what are the different errors detecting in the processing of the raw data and omission and to correct them if possible so as to ensure legibility, completeness, consistency and accuracy of the data. So it is very important, once you collect the data, you have to edit the data. Now only collection of data is not a final job, just like the raw material, the finished product. So it have a particular process, so you have to go through the step by step process for the finished product, same just like the data. So the stages of the data processing, so the editing can be done in two stages, field editing and central editing. So when we talking about the stages of data processing, the processing of data can be through the editing, coding and tabulation. So when we talking about editing, editing involves a careful scrutiny of the questionnaires received. It means as a researcher, suppose you have sent your questionnaire to the 500 or 600 people. Now after that you have to scrutinize the questionnaire when you receive the questionnaire from the respondent. So editing was done to assure that the data were accurate. Is there any missing value? Is there any missing data? Is there any missing code? Any kind of missing data. So editing was done to assure that the data were accurate. Second thing, consistent with other facts gathered, uniformly entered, as complete as possible, and has been well arranged to facilitate coding and tabulation. So every factor was checked in questionnaire and all the relevant data has been recorded. So when we talking about coding of data, so coding is the process of assigning some symbols, either alphabetical or numerical or both, to the answers, so that the responses can be recorded into a limited number of classes or categories. The classes should be appropriate to the research problem being studied. They must be exhaustive and must be mutually exclusive, so that answer can be placed in one and only one cell in a given category. Now when we talking about editing, so editing, the matter of fact, editing involves a scrutiny of your questionnaire, because when you send the questionnaire to the number of respondent, the respondent fill the questionnaire, but in some cases you have seen they are not fill each and every categories or each and every questions which you ask to the respondent. So in that case you have to scrutinize which questionnaire is incomplete, which questionnaire is complete, in which questionnaire there is a missing of numbers, values, alphabets, symbols or anything. When we talking about the coding, now after editing, when we talking about the coding, so simple, the next task was undertaken in data after editing, that is coding. So the coding or converting the qualitative data in the questionnaire to numeral form and presenting it into the coding matrix. Now this process reduces the huge quantity of data to a manageable proportion. Now when there is a less number of data, then these things are not required as much, but when we are talking about the huge number of data, so this process of coding reduces the huge quantity of data to manageable proportion and made it possible to further process more systematically and rapidly ways. So the purpose of coding into meaningful category was to try out their essential pattern. So in that case you have required a number of softwares so that it can be helpful for the coding of the data. So when we are talking about coding of the data, so coding for an open-ended question is more tedious than the closed-ended question. So if your questionnaire, if you have a number of closed-ended question, then it is very easy for you for the coding. But in some cases when the questionnaire is related with an open-ended question, then it is more tedious as compared to the closed-ended question. So for a closed-ended or structured questionnaire, the coding scheme is very simple and designed prior to the field work. So when we are talking about coding, so in case of coding, you have to see the meaningful categories and reduce the huge quantity of data. Then comes tabulation, editing, coding and tabulation. Now in this, the data edited and coded, first you edit the data, then you code the data, then comes the tabulation. So the data edited and coded were put together in tables and undergone some form of statistical analysis, because if you have edit and code but you cannot put together these two into a table and go for a statistical analysis, so you have to go for a statistical analysis. Whatever the data you have edited or coded, as an management student you have to go for a statistical analysis. You can go for an SPSS, you can go for an R, or you can go for an structure equation modeling or AMOS or any kind of the different softwares available, but these are the major of few. So tabulation, amounted counting of number of values falling into each of values. So when the mass of data has assembled, so it become necessary for you as a researcher to arrange it in some kind of concise and logical order. So this process is called tabulation. So tabulation is a process of summarizing raw data and displaying the same in a compact form for further arrangement of data in columns and rows. So when we are talking about analysis of data, so analysis of data of all the stages of researcher was most skilled task. So it was a task calling for the researcher's own judgment and skill. Analysis of data. This was done by the researcher himself on a laptop or computer and not entrusted to any other person, because analysis was required a familiarity with the background of the survey. So the analysis was not done only from the sake of statistics. Analysis was done with a view to organize material in order to discover the inherent facts. So when we are talking about these three, so the frequency distribution. Now the manner in which the total number of observation are distributed over different classes is called a frequency distribution. So first is pie chart. Now what is pie chart? A chart that shows data in the form of circle. Remember, the data in the form of circle. Now advantage is showing percentage, shows how a total is divided into parts, and limitation is that not best for showing trend. It means when you go for a trend, this pie chart is not suitable. So pie chart is suitable in the form of percentage, not best result given in the case of trend. That is what the limitation of pie chart. Now see the pie chart. Now I have given the example of this. Now when we are talking about distribution of car sales between 6 companies, now these are the 6 companies. Now we started from General Motors, Ford, Tata, Hyundai, Fiat, Maruti. Now this is an hypothetical example. So when we are talking about this example, now see the percentage, now the distribution. So what we are talking about, a chart that shows data in the form of a circle, and it is helpful in showing percentage and total is divided into parts. Now that is for the pie chart. Line or arithmetic chart. The line or arithmetic chart is used to identify the changes or the trend that exists in series of data. Now that is different from pie chart. The line or arithmetic chart is used to identify the changes or the trend that exists in a series of data. So the data on export sales of a company between 1997 to 98 and 96-97 so is presented in the following form. Now look at this. Now see, this is starting from 87 to 88 till 96 to 97. Now this is the year, this is the sales. Now see this. This is the trend. Now see, there is a rise in this year, and see there is a decline, then sudden rise, then little bit decline. So this is what we are talking about in case of line or arithmetic chart. So this chart is useful to identify the changes or the trend that exists in series of data. So identify the changes. Now see the changes and see the pattern, the trend. Then comes histogram. Now it's a two-dimensional frequency density diagram. It's two-dimensional frequency density diagram. Represent continuous frequency distribution, class interval on x-axis and frequency on y-axis. Class interval must be exclusive. So when we are talking about histogram, so some important things which you have remember for a histogram, it's a two-dimensional frequency density diagram. It's a two-dimensional present continuous frequency distribution, means it is a continuous frequency distribution. Class interval on x-axis and frequency on y-axis. Now look at this. Now see this, trees and height. This one on a one x-axis, the other y-axis. Bar diagram. Now bar diagram, simplest type of graphical representation of data. It is one of its kind of the simplest form of representation of data. Now it is suitable for discrete frequency distribution. Now remember, it is suitable for discrete frequency distribution. It may be a single bar, it may be a double, or it may be a multiple. So one by one we gone through single, double and multiple. Now when we talking about single bar, now see the single bar. Now ice cream sold now May, June, July, August, September. Now this is a single bar. Now see, this is the double bar. Now when we talking about these two, now in this is what fiber and this is what seed. So in 1972, see the numbers, that is different from 1982, 92 and 2002. So that is called a double bar. So total world production of fiber around 2,70,000 metric ton, comparing to seed somewhere around 70-75. Same in different from 1982 and so on so forth. That is double. Multiple bar. Now see the multiple bar. Now in multiple bar you have seen clearly the difference between a single, double and multiple. Now in multiple bar, now this blue one, that is a sales in 1974. This one in a maroon, gross profit, and this is what the net profit. So this is what the multiple bar diagram. So if you are comparing to these three, then which bar is useful? That is a multiple bar diagram. Then come frequency polygon, used for ungrouped frequency distribution. Variable value on x-axis and frequency on y-axis. Frequency plotted against the corresponding mid value. Frequency plotted against the corresponding mid value. Now see the frequency polygon. cumulative frequency curve, used when class interval are very small. It means this cumulative frequency curve is used when class interval is very small. Now see, the class interval is very small. These are the test score. So we are comparing this, the cumulative frequency graph. How many runners had a time less than 10.15 seconds. So numerical graph is very useful for finding the number of values greater or smaller than some values or within the range. This is a cumulative frequency. Now see that 0.1 second. To estimate how many runners had a time less than 10.15 second, estimate how many runners had a time more than 9.5, estimate how many runners had a. So when we talking about this data editing, processing, tabulation, so when we talking about statistical use, so your system means your personal computer or laptop made the statistically calculation very easy for you. Mean, standard deviation and critical ration has been discussed. So when we talking about this, all the statistical form, so you have required this editing, coding, processing and data. Thank you.